The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Melvin Gordon, the 2. Second down. We see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. On 2nd and 12, Wentz gets it to Gordon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, it's right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
First down, Cowboys.
Let's go. 180. Coming to you, coming to you.
Wentz now on first down. Buying time. And oh, he coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Deebo Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Gordon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action. Wins. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, wahoo! Max 50.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go. 50, plant. Check, 9. Stay with
First
your
and 10 at the 47-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Jim. Topper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Here we go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. 60 on. Pilot, 64, weak. Undercrunch. Now. Check, 59. You're not ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards and a giant first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Set 18 Gator.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Again has it complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Yes, yes. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Mike, check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ready.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey. Check 15 up.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Latavius Murray. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. It's the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what
Right, hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Cooper was the intended target. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hey, lock it. Under 10, 10. Ready.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Yep. Shoot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
Set up. 10-2, sir.
I don't think you got it, sir. Check.
Greystone travel. Defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018, 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the third time in 4 NFL seasons. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
Again, it's Wentz. Wright's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He's coming. He's coming.
Lefty, lefty.
Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Letting one fly deep for Cook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
3 down.
5.
57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
Go.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Alert 3.
Wentz now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
56.
To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Hey, alert 3.
Solid. 2 Jet. Hey, Steve 6.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, folks.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Watch the safety creep.
Let's go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You got three down.
Hey, Orbit, look at me, zipper.
Come on. You better bring it. 5-2 is the mic.
Now.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
30 base.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 31.
Hard.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Check 24.
Ready.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Target.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50.
Go.
Mike's 59. I'm coming after you. Mike's 5'9". Here we are.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 49.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hatchet.
General West.
Mike, check. 59. Too little, cut. Kill. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance.
Here we go. Shit.
Hey, exit. Now.
He's moving, boys, moving. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm here all day.
Hey, Charlie.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Shoot.
2nd and 14. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Big grip.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lion. Hey, red 5-2, on here. What's that?
Here's Wentz to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Hey, let's go.
56, Mike, 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And the pressure gets to him again. Whitney merciless. And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, dude. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike, check. 59. I got you, Pop.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And now it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 27.
You better be afraid of me.
Hurry.
You better be afraid of me.
Hit it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Come on, set. Head over.
Brings up second
Stand situation. Let's go.
Hey.
22-yard line.
59 Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
Go.
Second and 5. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second